great to host this very special event on the campus of Washington University. And I'd like to extend very special thanks to Stephanie Coe, who is a member of ONE and leader in our Alliance of Students Against Poverty. Poverty is an issue that affects the entire world. And I'm proud that Washington University has had academic leaders addressing this issue now for quite some time. I might note to you the important work being done by our Center for Social Development in the Brown School, led by Professor Michael Sherraden, who has developed the concept of individual development accounts, asset building for the poor. Amanda Moore McBride is here as a leader in that organization, professor and director of the Richard A. Gephardt Institute for Public Service. She and other leaders are making an important difference in connection with helping us understand international issues associated with poverty and taking steps to overcome it. But in addition, I think we all have to appreciate that even here in the great United States of America, poverty is a challenge. And here again, one of our leaders in the Brown School, Professor Mark Rank, has written a book based on his research. It's entitled One Nation, Underprivileged, Why Poverty Affects Us All. So we're growing in terms of our understanding, growing in terms of our commitment, in terms of developing actions that are going to make a difference. And I'd like to express my appreciation to all the speakers this morning. First, the Honorable Matt Blunt, the Governor of Missouri, the Honorable Francis Slay, the Mayor of the City of St. Louis, Jack Oliver, who is playing a public service leadership role as the board co-chairman for ONE. Of course, Stephanie Coe, our great student leader, Dr. Clinton McCann, and Dr. Coker of the University of Missouri St. Louis. It's my pleasure to introduce Governor Blunt to you. He has been a very effective leader for this state. He's been supportive of many initiatives that we have undertaken here at Washington University. He is our 54th governor, elected in 2004. He was elected to the Missouri House of Representatives in 1998, representing the 139th District. He was elected as Missouri Secretary of State in 2000. He has served our country, serving in the Navy. He attended the Naval Academy and graduated with a bachelor's degree in history. It's great to have him here with us to participate in developing ONE Missouri. Governor Blunt.
Chancellor, for those words of introduction and hosting us all this morning. It really is a pleasure to be here to talk with all of you about a very important issue. We're going to hear from a number of people that are well qualified to provide us with insight into this challenge. We're all privileged to live in the greatest country in the world. It's here and more than anywhere else that the words of the Declaration of Independence ring true, that all men and women are created equal, have the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. When freedom reigns, prosperity generally follows, opportunity follows, and that's of course the case in the United States, though certainly there are those that are underprivileged that need our assistance. As Americans in the 21st century, we enjoy a level of freedom and prosperity that really is unequaled in the world. But prosperity and freedom, as great as they are not the only qualities that make the United States such a wonderful place. The other is the American spirit, a can-do attitude that leads more Americans to charity and to public service than any other nation in the world. Americans, by a great degree, are more generous with their time and resources than other nations. Missourians, according to the catalog of philanthropy, tend to be more generous even than the average within the United States. As governor, I've tried to create an environment that allows for greater opportunity for all Missourians. That task is made easier thanks to our freedom. Unfortunately, as all of you know, there are many people in the world who do not benefit from the freedom and prosperity that we enjoy in the United States. One, the campaign to make poverty history is focused on improving the lives of impoverished people all around the globe. ONE encourages Americans and others to get active in the fight against global disease and extreme poverty. This includes advocating for help in education, in health care, food, basic nutrition, something that we take for granted every day, drinkable water. ONE is the best type of political movement because it bears there's no partisan stripes. Caring for the world's poor obviously knows no political affiliation. Ronald Reagan once said that our country could be no greater than the goodness of our people. And I agree with that. We can't be any greater than the goodness of our people. Today, I'm pleased to be joined with people of all political affiliations who possess the goodness to understand that we do indeed have a moral obligation to help those that are less fortunate than ourselves. And I'm very pleased this morning that Missouri is now a state of one in the fight against extreme global poverty. And I encourage all Missouri mayors and educators to make similar declarations all across our state for their cities, their schools, and for their campuses. We have a number of folks that will be speaking today. I think I get an opportunity to say a couple of words about each of them. Before I introduce the first, though, I just want to present, perhaps this is most appropriate to present this to you, is this proclamation declaring Missouri a state of one.
Judge. Get down. Get down.
We have, as I said, a number of speakers. The first is St. Louis Mayor Francis Slay. I certainly appreciate the opportunity to work with Francis on a number of issues. He's somebody that is a compassionate leader for the city of St. Louis. He's committed to advancing opportunity for all St. Louisans, and I'm very pleased that he is here today to make a special announcement about St. Louis and one. Mayor Slay.
Thank you, Governor, and good morning, everyone. It's a pleasure to be with Governor Blunt and Dr. Mark Wrighton, Chancellor of Washington University, and all of you to join in the Global One campaign here in St. Louis. Now, I'm going to be signing a proclamation very shortly, similar to the one the governor gave for the state. But signing the City One proclamation on a college campus is only appropriate because one is building a new social movement, rallying, among others, students across the country to fight extreme poverty, global health diseases, and the crises that they create. Inspiring students to become more educated and involved in the fight against extreme poverty and global diseases will help our future leaders bring about real change in the world's poorest countries. As the governor mentioned, we as the most prosperous country in the world have an obligation to look after and to do what we can to help people throughout the world who are experiencing extreme poverty. And someone asked me, well, you know, what are you and the governor doing here at the same time working on a similar issue? And I said, we have a common enemy, and that's poverty. We work on other issues, many other issues as well, as the governor and many of you know. But this is something that all of us should be very concerned about and trying to help contribute to. One is growing into a large and an active group of college students. There are over 301 chapters starting this fall across the country, organizing online on Facebook and Yahoo and in person at meetings and events to create a buzz among students and a strong presence on campuses all over the country. And we want it to grow even beyond that. Today, the city of St. Louis is proud to become Missouri's second city of one, joining the recent declaration by new Mayor Donnie Brown. So on behalf of the people of St. Louis, I'm standing here before you with a proclamation which I'm going to sign, actually declaring today the city of one day in the city of St. Louis.